Diddy just got arrested? Is that true? Diddy just got arrested? Let's go. Let's go.
Well, it's about time. Diddy was just arrested. So according to TMZ, Diddy was arrested and taken to federal custody in New York Monday night.
Damn.
Sources tell the outlet Homeland Security swooped into a Midtown hotel late Monday where Diddy was staying and they arrested him. I literally just saw footage of Diddy taking photos with fans with his children in Harlem. They said, we have unconfirmed reports that feds are searching his hotel room. TMZ continues that they're told that Diddy was taken to the FBI field office in Manhattan. It appears the action was taken in connection with the ongoing criminal investigation in the alleged trafficking and other offenses that led to search warrants of his New York home, LA home, and Miami home. According to Diddy's attorney, he tells TMZ, we're disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist. Well, it's about time. Diddy was just arrested.
I don't know why you're trying to talk.
Well, it's
Diddy.
Some major breaking news to tell you about. Sean P. Diddy Combs has been arrested. According to TMZ, according to the New York Times, he was indicted in New York by a federal grand jury.
Damn, you got grand jury indicted?
Custody in Manhattan. As we know, he's been the subject of an investigation for some time now, Marla.
Fox 11 was first on the scene, in fact, in March. Here's that shot from Sky Fox when federal agents raided his Holmby Hills. So this is
holy shit. That's his house?
Of his property in Miami.
Oh my God.
Attorney putting out a statement saying, quote,
that house is
huge. Person, but is not criminal, and goes on to say that they are disappointed with the decision to pursue what they believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs.
So we're going to have a lot more on this throughout the night here on Fox 11.
Diddy really is not having much right to have any participation in this process, and so that's just done supposedly to make sure that there's evidence of that a crime has actually been committed and that he has done so sufficient to issue criminal charges and for him to be arrested or booked for it. So again, I'm oversimplifying it, but that's basically the concept. Now, certainly that's the initial charge. He'll be taken before a judge. The prosecutor can amend the charges, so they can do a superseding indictment. So the initial charges don't necessarily mean the last charges, so those might change over time. Certainly now Diddy's would come in and start.
If you indict Diddy and Diddy beats the case, you're done. Like if you do it, so a DA could do it through, obviously what's called a complaint. If you indict Diddy through a complaint, which then goes to a judge, they're going to arrest him, but they're going to go to a judge for what's called a preliminary hearing. I showed you that's what happened with A$AP Rocky. Let's say even if that goes through,
what are the charges? Even
if that goes through the preliminary hearing and they do indict him, if Diddy beats that case, which you got to imagine, if Diddy's facing life, I don't care what charges we're going to see, he's going to be facing life, right? If Diddy
hell yeah, he's
beats
facing life
and spanks that case, that DA is finished, right? Like, yo, you're overzealous DA trying to make a name by indicting a black man. Diddy could spin this all type of ways. If
a black man
gets indicted by a DA or a DA's office, that was just overzealous. And, he could even flip the narrative. Yo, you listen to a bunch of civil lawsuits which don't really account for the fact, and they're only complaints, at least the initial stages. So they wanted to cross their T's, dot their I's. The DA is not making a decision. The DA is offering up evidence that they've found through search warrants, interrogations, snitches, anything else, witnesses, victims, that they would have the
bro, we all knew Diddy was going to jail.
Say, do we have probable cause to indict? And what happens at a point is that, remember I said when they start serving those subpoena, I said, oh, we're getting close. Because it feels like it was at the last part of validation, or not validation, but just checking a few things. And even then I thought it was for maybe additional charges. I think that they went through the brunt of the evidence already. And They were finalizing this whole thing. So they had to do a vote, right? Now, that vote would most likely have been done, I would think, last week. Again, I don't know exactly how, every grand jury proceeding works, but maybe it was done last week, maybe Friday. Could have been done today, right? The reason I would say Friday, if a grand jury's been held for months, because from we heard grand jury's been months now. So these people have been listening to this fucking probable cause case for months. I would imagine if they were going to vote, they would probably vote on the Friday, because why come back on the Monday to vote? Because today's Monday, right? So they probably voted then, and then what happens is there's the next step is a presentment, right? Now the presentment is where the grand jury, after their vote, presents it to the court what their findings are. Now, again, the difference between a grand jury and a jury in your criminal case, right? Your trial jury is that your trial jury has to go 12, if it's 12 jurors, 12-0. Everyone has to agree that you're guilty. In a grand jury hearing, usually they have 23 people.
This
and they
is all
look
just
for,
like speculation, man. We need some concrete shit.
I'm requesting any other
We don't know the charge. We don't have